right, so another drill that you can do is a dry live drill. Ammo's tough to get right now, and sometimes we get sticking points on certain things. So doing some dry practice is good, but we need to make sure that the dry practice is the same as the live fire rounds. We don't treat them any different. How we press the trigger, how we grip the gun, all that. So we're gonna be on N. I'm gonna do some dry practice on N. I'm gonna do like 3 reps on N, and then I'm gonna follow it up with the 4th one, which is gonna be a live round, all right? The thing that I need to concentrate on is that I draw at the same speed, I pick up the trigger and the sights at the same speed, and I press through it the same way I do live as I do dry. So it's kind of like this. What I see people doing is they pause and they stop and they kind of get themselves psyched up for the live fire round. We cannot do that. So this is what my friend Chris Serino calls 5 and 1. I like to vary it up a little bit. 3 dry, 4 dry, so we're not getting into a specific habit of always doing the same dry and live. So draw out, fire my shot, back to the holster. Doing some follow through there as well. That one was a little bit high, but it would have been just above the end. So I'm calling my shots as well. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and load. Drop that magazine, so I got 1 round in the gun. Back to the holster, and nothing changes. It's cycled, so I'm ready to go. Good, that one would have been left too. So now I'm gonna bump it up, and I'm gonna do 4 dry practices. That one was dead on. Very good. Sometimes I lose count too, which is fine. If you lose count, who cares? Now, drop that magazine. I got one in to the holster. Dead center. Felt really good. Nice. A little bit high to the left. So what I saw on that last one was my dot was right here. I saw my dot up here a couple of times, but as I keep doing this, a group will happen. So I can do this for like 10 rounds, tons of dry practice in there. Then you get 10 rounds and you'll see a group form up. If you start to find that you're flinching into the gun, add a little bit more dry practice. Vary it up a little bit and you'll get rid of those pre-ignition pushes that you're pushing into the gun right before it's going off. And that's what causes people to go all over the place. So 5 and 1 drill, but vary it up. Do a bunch of dry practice in between, anywhere from 3 to 7 rounds. Do a live fire round, but treat them the same. This is what I want you to avoid. Let's demo this. This is what I see a lot of people doing. Is they'll come out, they'll do their dry practice. Everything is good on dry practice. And you don't have to do the draw like I was. I'm just practicing the draw because I got a government garment. So they do their dry practice. And then all of a sudden, what do? They load up, they put the magazine away, and then you see them shift their feet. And then they change everything because they're like, oh my God, here comes a live round. And they come out here and they search for perfection, and then they crush into it. It doesn't need to be that way. It just needs to come out, pick up the sights, pick up the trigger, everything's good. Another perfect dry practice. I could do this all day long. And you will see a group happen. There we go. So proof is in the pudding. Look at this. I got a group happening. Yeah, I got an outlier here. I got an outlier here. But what's happening? Maybe a little bit, but it's not perfection. It's my dot is floating around that in someplace and I'm pressing the trigger. So good drill to do.